A high value woman. 3 things I stopped tolerating as a high value woman. I think that's what it was. Here we go.
Restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. And today I'm going to talk about dating as a high value woman and 3 things that I stopped tolerating as a high value woman in the dating world. Coming at number 1, I don't accept last minute plans. I don't do the, hey, what are you doing right now? Can I pick you up in 15 minutes? No, respectfully. Because that just means that you don't respect my time, you don't respect me, and you don't appreciate my essence or value it. Because one thing that high value women know is that our time is extremely valuable.
Women?
And we don't share it with everybody. No, we make plans.
Oh.
We are busy women.
Oh,
and
are
even
you?
if we weren't busy, we are worth a reservation.
Oh.
We are worth a formal date. Coming at number 2. High value women never pursue the man. I will not pursue you. And that is the one thing that I let my now husband know. I'm a lady. If you don't make a move, I will save my energy. Because I know what I'm worth and I know what I can get. And if that's not you, that's okay. But I want a man to be masculine and to know what he wants and to pursue me and not be scared.
Got it.
Coming to you at number 3. And this one is the most important one for me in establishing boundaries. As a high value woman, I don't do sleepovers. You don't get the benefits of being married to me just on the dating stage. And it's so common nowadays. But sleeping is such an intimate thing. Your guard's down. You're restarting and regenerating your energy for the next day. You don't get to see that side of me. Unless you're married to me, of course.
Oh, well.
And that also teaches him to respect you and your boundaries. I hope this helps. Like and follow for a part 2.
Part 2.
Restoring healthy mindsets is...
Okay, so, and we're going to go through this again. We're going to break this down piece by piece. We got a problem, guys. We got a problem. We got a problem. This woman calls herself a high value woman. Sweetheart, you got 2 chins, triangular fingers, and I can't see your collarbone. Sorry. You're overweight, okay? You're overweight. Overweight women are not high value. Sorry. Not happening. Coming in at number 2, this woman is not married. I don't believe for one second this woman is married. Because if this woman were really married to this high-value man, she wouldn't really give a shit about what people are talking about on TikTok. To my now husband. How many times did she mention she was married and flash that fugazi of a ring? This woman is not married. She's not. I don't believe for one second she's married. She went and she bought a fake ring on Amazon and decided to give advice. And because she says, all right, I want these people to take me seriously, so I'm going to pretend I'm married. Yep, to my now husband. What are you worried about other men for if you're married? Right? So you mean a high-value man stopped tolerating these 3 things, and we'll get to that in a minute. But, bitch, you're like, that's what it comes down to. She's a guys. She's overweight. She's overweight, guys. Triangular fingers. She's got a double chin, and I can't see her collarbone. There's a reason why she shot this video from the neck up. Because from the neck down, she's hideous, and she knows it. She's not stupid. Let's continue.
This is my thing. And today I'm going to talk about dating as a high value woman and 3 things that I stopped tolerating as a high value woman.
I wonder what she thinks makes her high value. That's my question. This is one of the many, many problems with modern women is they think they're high value women just because they exist. Guys, never give the time of day to any female who calls herself high value. This woman does not have the aesthetics to call herself a high value woman. And again, she's lying about being married. Just to reiterate that. She's lying about being married. Because if she gets any flack in the comments, she can be like, well, I'm married, so what I did must have worked. No. No, no man would put a ring on the finger. No high value man would put a ring on that finger. What's her ring size? A 13? 13 and a half? Stop the cap.
Coming at number 1, I don't accept last minute plans.
Yeah. You don't accept last minute plans. See, the problem with women like this is she is coming from a place of abundance. Okay? She's coming from a place of abundance. This is what trips women up in the dating market. Modern women have a false sense of abundance. Yeah, I'm sure this woman has a lot of men who would love to be with her and maybe smash her, pound her out for a little while, but those aren't the men that she wants. You can't, again, there are more, here's the thing, here's what women like her need to understand. There are more women than the men these women want. You understand what I mean? There are more women than the men they want. This is the law of supply and demand. And if there is less of something, the less abundant something is, the more valuable it is. Women like this girl, she's a dime a dozen. Men like the men she wants, not so much. So if a high value man, a man with any value says, hey, let's make some last minute plans, and you say, no, that's fine, you can do what you want, but he's going to move to the next broad. Now, if she were a 19-year-old virgin who lived at home with her parents, yeah, she can make these kinds of demands. But again, triangular fingers, a double chin, crooked chin at that. We can't see your collarbone. You're overweight, and overweight women don't get to talk about what they will accept and what they won't, especially when it comes to high-value men.
I don't do the, hey, what are you doing right now? Can I pick you up in 15 minutes? No, respectfully. Because that just means that you don't respect my time, you don't respect me, and you don't appreciate my essence.
That's your essence. See, we don't respect you or your time because we don't know you. We can't respect you if we don't know you. See, again, women of yesteryear, there was an inherent respect for them because it was rightfully assumed that they hadn't slept around. But this woman, I mean, listen, there's no such thing as virgins anymore. There really aren't virgins anymore, right? She's got the cat claw nail, so that tells you everything you need to know about her. That's the problem. You'll take what you can get. You'll take what you get and like it. And women who follow this woman's advice, they lead women astray. This is why we tell you guys, do not take relationship advice from women. Any woman who takes this advice to heart is going to end up single. Well, I'm not going to accept last-minute plans. Well, there he goes. Well, why does he want to commit to me? Yeah, because you overplayed your hand, sweetheart. You overplayed your hand. Women come into relationships with men as though they're the prize. No, women, ladies, you're not the prize. You're not the prize. When you're a virgin, you're a prize. But the minute you give up your flower, you are no longer the prize. Women don't understand that when you lose your virginity, you now become the majority of women. And if you are in the majority, you are not the prize. It is literally basic, simple math.
Or value it. Because one thing that high value women know is that...
That's women. One thing that high value women know is the difference between singular and plural.
Our time is extremely valuable.
Says who? What are you doing with your extremely valuable time?
We don't share it with everybody.
You don't share with anybody anymore because you shared it with everybody in your 20s. This, again, is a woman overreaching. She's overplaying her hand. She assumes that we don't know that she's been smashed out by 74 guys in the last 74 weeks. That's why she thinks that she can say, I'm not going to accept last-minute plans, and we'll be like, okay. No, it doesn't work that way, sweetheart. The jig is up. We know who and what you people are.
No, we make plans. We are busy women. And even if we weren't busy, we are...
Which you're not.
...worth a reservation.
No, you're not. You're not worth a reservation until I decide you're worth a reservation. You being a woman and having a vagina does not entitle you to anything. Let me repeat that. You being a woman and having a vagina does not entitle you to anything. I tell you guys this all the time. Never feed her before you f*** her. Remember the analogy that I gave you. Any woman who refuses to go on a low investment date, a coffee date with you, is like a used car salesman who wants you to buy the car without giving you a test drive. If you were such a high value woman, if you had this and that, and you could provide me with X, Y, and Z, well then why not give me the test drive? Why not allow me to see what you can offer me before I invest? No, they want you to invest up front and have skin in the game so that it's a lot harder to leave because, well, hell, I'm already $500-600 in. I can't go anywhere now. You don't find out that she's really not worth anything until it's too late. This is why today's women are bitching and moaning, don't accept a coffee date. When a woman tells you don't accept a coffee date, that is the equivalent of a used car salesman telling you, I want you to buy the car, but I'm not going to allow you to test drive it. Not going to happen.
We are worth a formal date.
You are worth a formal date as virgins. If you're an 18-year-old virgin with no piercings, no tattoos, you don't smoke, you don't drink, no drugs, yeah, absolutely. You still live at home with your parents. You haven't been through the 4-year Sausage Express, otherwise known as a college campus. Hey, listen, man, I'll make the reservation. I'll get your father's permission. I'll pick you up. I'll hold your car door open. Absolutely. But sweetheart, you've been ran through. And once you get ran through, you are no longer worth the reservation until you can show me what your worth is outside of sex. That's how this works.
At number 2, high value women never pursue the man. I will not pursue you. And that is the one thing that I let my now husband know.
Stop the cap.
So let me get this straight. You told your now husband that you're not going to pursue him, and he put a ring on it. I don't buy that for a second. Again, this woman is overplaying her hand. Remember, ladies, there are more of you than the men you want. Now, don't get me wrong. We're the ones we like to pursue. We as men, we like to pursue. But if we have other women who are actually pursuing us and showing us that they're interested, if you're just going to sit back and wait for me to come to you, it's going to be a long wait, sweetheart. It's going to be a long wait. Ladies, don't take advice from that. Do not take advice from women like this. She says she does not pursue. And she let her now husband know this. Ladies, this woman is lying to you. She's leading you astray. Because if you do not pursue the men that you want and show them that you have value to bring, you're going to end up single or with a man you don't love or respect.
I'm a lady.
No, you're not. You're not a lady until I see that you're a lady. Law number 2 of the 49 Laws of Sharp, never treat a like a lady. I will treat you like a lady when you show me you're a lady. Now, most women have slept around. It is what it is. But what you need to do is you need to let go of all of those hoish behaviors so that you can give me an opportunity to treat you like a lady. I'm not going to take your word for it. You can tell me you're a lady, and that's fine. You can say whatever you want, but it's on you to qualify to me. You are not the prize, Miss Triangular Fingers. I am. You are not the prize, Miss Invisible Collarbone. I, who make in the high 6 figures, I am the prize. You are not the prize, Miss Double Chin. The prize is the treadmill and possibly a cookbook. Ladies, what you have to understand is that just because you say and think you're a lady does not automatically make you a lady. This is not about manifestation. This is about results.
If you don't make a move, I will save my energy because I know what I'm worth and I know what I can get.
This is interesting. She's talking in the present tense as if she's not married. This is why I know she's not married, because she's talking like she's not married. I know what I can get. Omar Pacheco on the YouTube side says it's always the average chicks that have the highest demands. I disagree. It's always the below average chicks, which is what this woman is. And she needs to get a fill in those nails. It looks like they've grown out a little bit.
And if that's not you, that's okay.
That's okay.
But I want a man to be masculine and to know what he wants.
I thought you already had one.
And to pursue me and not be scared. Coming to you at number 3.
Number 3.
And this one is the most important one for me in establishing boundaries. As a high value woman, I don't do sleepovers. You don't get the benefits of being married to me just on the dating stage.
Oh boy, here we go. You're not going to get wife privileges on a girlfriend salary. Ladies, this is probably some of the most detrimental advice that women on TikTok have started giving out. This is what we call conditional femininity. I'm not going to give you wife privileges until you give me the title of wife. Now, back in the day, it used to work that way because most women were virgins. The reason why most men got married is so that they could have sex. Women held on to their virginity to secure the highest value male possible. But again, when there are more of me than there are of you, you have to prove to me that you can be a good girlfriend or wife before I even think about committing to you. I'm not going to give you the title of a wife or a girlfriend if you have not earned it first. This is why so many men are in relationships with women who do not respect them. They bought into that bullshit. Well, you can't expect her to be wife material if you haven't given her the wife status. No. That used to be true. But there are too many snake oil salesmen women out there, saleswomen, too many charlatans. Most women out here are chameleons. They put on an act at first to make you think they're wife material. Then when you actually make her your wife, then she goes back to being the bitchy, neurotic slut that she was before she met you. Ladies, stop taking advice from women like this. You must audition for the part before you accept the role. You don't just walk into a Broadway studio and say, I want to play LIZZO in The Sound of Music, and they say, okay, you got the part. No, you've got to audition. We are 16 going on 17. How do you clean a house like Maria? You can't be Maria unless you prove that you can sing and dance. They're not going to give you the role of Tommy if you can't play the role. We are not going to give you the title of a girlfriend or wife if you don't prove to us over an extended period of time that you can play the role. Because if we have learned nothing else in the past 65 or 70 years is that women don't know how to act when we actually give them the respect that they do not deserve.
And it's so common nowadays. But sleeping is such an intimate thing. Your guard's down. You're restarting and regenerating your energy for the next day.
This is interesting. She speaks about this from experience.
You don't get to see that side of me. Unless you're married to me, of course. And that also teaches him to respect you.
Teaches him to respect
your boundaries.
I
hope this helps. Like and follow for a part 2.
I hope this helps. Gentlemen, ladies, don't take advice from women like this. Don't take advice from women like this. The men you want are not going to deal with you if you are like this. They're just not going to. It's not going to happen.